Welcome back. This is really the weekend of fitness.
I know.
It's so exciting. We have Mr. USA here, John Defendis. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And this is Brandon, who is the director of fitness, and they are going to basically kick our butts and tell us how we can get in shape in the new year. First of all, we want to get into a little bit of background about you. How did you get into this in the first place?
Basically saved my mother's life when I was a teenager. She had 3 heart attacks by the time I was 16. Learned about fitness, put her on a program, took 180 pounds off of her, changed her life, and God blessed me with the sense of what I needed to do with the rest of my life. That's really how I started.
And what was it like, when you were Mr. USA? I mean, what was that kind of a title?
Well, it was a 20-year goal that culminated with the victory in. But that's just a platform for really what we do, which is helping people lose weight and get in shape. My whole life has been about weight loss and fitness. Some people look at me, oh, that's that Mr. USA guy, but it's way beyond that. Our vision is to change South Carolina, to transform South Carolina. We're 4th highest in obesity now. Our goal in the next 12 months at Coops Health and Fitness is to take us out of the top 10 by 2016, have South Carolina one of the healthiest states in the country.
Now, you told me about some really interesting statistics and kind of your motivation behind this, but how many people in the upstate have you already helped?
Oh, thousands. I mean, it's 5 years now we've been to Coops Health and Fitness, and we've literally transformed thousands of bodies and lives. We've taken over 100 pounds off of more than 300 people just in Greenville alone with UltraFit.
Amazing.
And UltraFit it's exclusively at Coops Health and Fitness, and it's not just a workout program or a nutrition program. It's a whole philosophy. It's the mental attitude. It's basically mind, body, and spirit. It's the physical as well as the mental.
That's what I was going to say. So a lot of people think, oh, I want to look like former Mr. USA.
Oh, yeah.
You guys have this thing, at Coops Fitness that you've been doing for a while, but it's that entire process, right? From eating right and changing your mindset to working out.
Absolutely. You know what it is? The platforms I've built over the year, whether it's the USA or the Fitness Hall of Fame, which is really the highest honor I've achieved with Jack LaLanne and Arnold Schwarzenegger. There's only 26 of us in the Fitness Hall of Fame. It's those platforms. It's not, hey, I'm John Defendis, Mr. USA. It's those platforms that basically I'm blessed to be able to help other people, because they listen to that. Well, if he's the authority, I need to listen. And that enables us to get to more people. And we have 42 trainers from all over the world at Coops Health and Fitness. I mean, we recruited them over the last 5 years, and they come here to work for UltraFit at Coops. And it's amazing. I mean, literally from 17 different states, we have trainers that have relocated and moved here for our mission, which is to clean up South Carolina's.
That's incredible. That's a great goal.
Yeah, absolutely. So how do you start someone in a program? If someone comes to you and genuinely wants help, how do you get them started? And I know you're going to show us a couple of simple exercises.
No, he's actually just going to stand here with the dumbbells. He's such a good sport. He's like, I'm here.
He's my baggage.
Yeah. No one's going to mess with you.
How do we start? It's real simple. See, the whole world is going in the wrong direction. They're telling people, you want to lose fat, you got to do cardio. An hour cardio, 2 hours of cardio. Sometimes you see on TV they're doing 7 hours a day of cardio on reality shows. You know what? It's not about cardio, and it's not about cutting back your calories. Everyone will tell you, do more cardio, cut back your calories. That is a surefire method to burn muscle. And when you burn muscle, you lower your metabolic rate. See, when you're trying to lose fat, you shouldn't focus on losing fat. You should focus on increasing lean muscle. By increasing lean muscle, your body will utilize more energy, which is calories, burn more calories, burn more fat, and at the same time, your metabolic rate will increase so that in a resting state, your basal metabolic rate will burn more fat. Versus cutting back on your food, cutting back on your calories, you lose muscle, your metabolism slows down. Our process is completely different at Coops Health and Fitness than anywhere else you'll go in the world, but we're the ones that are getting the results. And I'm going to start out with Brandon with the strength training.
Fired up.
With the strength training, the proper form is important, because you'll see, I'm going to have Brandon demonstrate what most people do
wrong in the gym.
Do the wrong way.
If you see people in the gym and they'll throw those, don't say do dumbbell curls. Show like the way people normally do dumbbell curls. They throw the weight up, they use their back, they can throw out their back. They're not using the bicep, which is the muscle that they're trying to work, okay? Now, there's 5 parts to the movement. With UltraFit at Coops, we have it broken down to 5 parts of the movement, okay? The first part is the stretch. That's where you kind of turn the dumbbell and you stretch it out here, okay? And you're feeling the stretch. You'll feel the stretch here. Now, the next part of the movement is the flex, where he's actually flexing the bicep. Now he's going to drag it through the motion, okay? The drag or the movement itself, then the contraction at the top. Here he supinates his pinky, turns it in, that contracts the bicep, and then he's going to fight the negative. So it's 5 simple parts. And we'll start from scratch. You're going to go stretch, flex, drag, or the movement itself, the contraction, and then the negative. You know, and this is the way, surefire way, that you can continue doing the rest. This is a surefire way where every single exercise that you're doing is done properly, rather than throwing the weight. Momentum. If momentum takes over, you're surely to get an injury, or you're not going to get the results anyway.
Yeah, and this is, I mean, look at how slow he's
I
going.
was going to say, so you want to do it this slow? Is this the right pace?
That's
to do it?
that's
Okay.
about the right pace. But you know, if you speed up the pace too fast, momentum takes over. You're not using the muscle, and it's very, very important that you use the muscle.
Okay. All right. So what are some other exercises to kind of jumpstart someone's
Side dumbbell laterals. You know, the women especially, they like that cap. They like the cap to the side of the shoulders. I see, you know, women go out and they spend, you know, money to put shoulder pads underneath them. How about this? How about we give you a little bit of muscle and get that shape? And you have 4 parts of the shoulder. You have your anterior deltoid, which is the front, medial, which is side, posterior, which is the rear, and then trapezius, which is up here, your traps, which we don't focus on with women. We don't want you walking around like this, Kristen. Even with men. You know, men, a lot of guys say, I want big traps. You know, you don't want to overdevelop your traps because it gives you that muscle, you know, football player look.
Yeah.
You want those nice wide shoulders with round caps. And the way to get that roundness to the shoulders, an exercise called the side dumbbell lateral raise.
We got about 30 seconds to do this, so we'll
Brandon,
come back.
I'm going to have you do the side dumbbell raise. Go ahead. Again, he's doing the same thing, coming
Turning
down.
out.
Just turning it out, stretching at the bottom, flexing, dragging it up, contracting at the top, and slowly lowering the weight.
And so slow. It's that slow motion.
Yeah, I like how you're doing that, Kristen. Why don't we give you a set of dumbbells and have you...
Well, she can do that as we go to break. We're gonna have you back in about about an hour.
Okay.
We've got to go to sports now, and we're gonna have her because both of us want to do the workout.
We're gonna
we want to
try
see
it.
how we can do it.
We wanted to see him do it first, but we'll definitely try it.
That would be great.
Stay tuned in the next hour. We are joined by Mr. USA, but sports is next, Eric.